The heart is deceitful above all things. I wanted to do this topic because we often let our heart lead us astray. Um, if we really look into it, a lot of the times our heart and our mind are not matching one another. But it's very important that we don't use our heart first. Our heart is very good. Most of the time, we have good hearts, but when you think with your mind, you can be able to depict what's actually going on. You could be in a time in your life whenever you lonely or you desperate or you some of those things along the line and you don't even know it because you haven't analyzed with your mind. You only analyzing with your heart. So you know what I'm saying. um, Somebody could think that they easily love somebody or something like that, but you really don't love that person. You think you do, but you're not even thinking. So we have to think as well because the heart is very deceitful above all things. Sometimes you could feel like you, excuse my French, hate a person, but you actually don't. You actually love the person. I'm not saying that's me, but I know people who actually feel like that, and that's why they make the phrase "there's a thin line between love and hate." We should never hate anyone, though. We should never have any type of hate in our heart. But unfortunately, people do carry hate. People do carry grudges, and it's not good for you. So I just want to speak about the heart being deceitful above all things, and let's see what we can come up with. Okay, y'all. Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things. So I'm gonna keep going, and y'all just think with your mind and think with your heart. Think with both. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? The only way you can understand something is with your mind. Understanding comes from the mind. The human heart is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is? Some people are heartless too. Um, he is like a planet. He is like a tree planted by the waters that send out its roots towards the stream. It does not fear what when the heat comes, and its leaves are always green. It does not worry in a year of drought, nor does it cease to produce fruit. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I examine the mind to reward a man according to his way by the deeds. By the I'm sorry, by the deeds serve, or the deeds that are deserved. For these people, heart has grown callous. They hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed eyes. Wow. And that's crazy because I try to contest to somebody, like just tell them like this, that. I'm sitting here telling them. It was like they wanted to close their eyes and their ears, like they didn't want to hear nothing I was saying, but it was the truth. And somebody that don't want to hear the truth, that's what they often do. And I'm gonna read that again. For this people heart has grown callous. They hardly hear with their ears and have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understanding with their hearts. In turn, I will heal them. Oh, hearing this, Jesus told them, it is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have come to call the righteous, but sinners. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners. Y'all excuse me. Um, you know what I'm saying, for how I read that. But y'all can get what I'm saying out of that. Um, I'm going to read some more, though. It says, oh, hearing this, Jesus told them, it is not the wealthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have come to call, not come to call the righteous, but call sinners. For from within their hearts of men come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, and adultery, greed, wickedness, deceit, debauchery, envy, slander, arrogance, and foolishness. For although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him, but they became futile in their thinking and darkened in their foolish hearts. And that's what happened when you start going astray. You will get darkened in your heart, in their foolish hearts. For sin seizing its opportunity through the commandment deceived me, and through the commandment put me to death. To put off your former way of life, your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know of it? Jeremiah 16:12. And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. And God saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and thought every imagination of the thoughts of the heart was the only evil continuity. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor. And the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake. For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done. Crooked is the heart above all things, and it is incurable. Who doth know it? Well, I guess I will end it there. I'm gonna try to find a little bit more on the heart being deceitful above all things, and I just want everybody to use their minds along with their hearts. Don't just use your heart, not use your mind. The Bible just said it's deceitful above all things. But I'll talk to y'all later. Appreciate you for viewing.